can still hear me fine?
Yes, we are good so far. All right, I got that. Let's see, I can probably move this over a little bit. And
all right, I
adjust
do
this.
see you over here on my end.
Okay. Right. I'm refreshing on. Actually, wait. I'm on the old video. I think for your channel.
Say that again.
I was on the old one for your channel. There we go.
Were you?
Yeah. I'm here now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's looking good. We are ready to go. And Armalites are already here. We haven't even done the intro. Yeehaw,
What's
baby.
going on, man? Welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and do the intro.
All right.
Do you want to do it or you want me to do it?
You should do it. Bring us in.
All right. What's up, everybody? You're watching Live with the Hive. Today is the first day of our December themed month. I guess we'll say it like that. It is your boy DGraves, and with me is the one, the only, extremely talented chin strap, Grant Hagler. How you doing this morning, man?
Yo, I'm doing fantastic, and I'm excited to be here, bro. Very excited.
I know you always got like a head start at me, bro. You always coming in with the extras, like.
That's because I'm nervous, man. It's always a big feat drawing along with you, you know.
Get out of here.
So I can't just show up because then it's gonna be a problem, you know.
Right.
So.
Man, I've never drawn Dr. Fate before. At least I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Have I drawn Dr. Fate?
I think you have.
I feel like I might have sketched him at one point, but I'm not sure.
I think you might have, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Man, so at this point, I want to see if I can try maybe sketching out something, but
yeah,
I also don't want to waste a lot of time.
Right.
Trying to figure out poses.
Right.
I do have like 2 poses in mind, and I got a new sketchbook that I want to try maybe.
Yeah. For
using,
sure. For sure.
So I can see.
Photogenics over on mine. He says he's looking and yours isn't loaded yet. If you go to his channel, there should be another video. We started to go live, and then there was a technical problem.
It had to be on your side, I know it.
Yeah, it was my fault, I'm sure. I'll take responsibility. But, yeah, there you go. He said he's got it now. And we got Zara, hello, and Himesh, hi, what is going on? What is going on? Yep, technology, bro. Again, strikes again. Strikes again. And yeah, Armalite gets big feet when I just get nervous, bro. That's what it is. It's nerves, you know, because I know, and, you know, I know that DGraves is going to be bringing the heat, and so, you know, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But
not today, bro.
Why not
I
today?
Want to see if I can maybe get this pose together or something.
Sure. Donald, yes, we're doing Dr. Fate today. Yeah, this is actually my first time. Both of our first time doing Dr. Fate. I don't think we've ever sketched him before, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. But I did a couple sketches. I started this one. Rehan also saying hi. What's up?
What's up?
So I started. You know, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do exactly. So I started this one, and I started. Let me show you guys the other one. This sketch also, which was kind of just another idea, a little closer, not as, you know, I knew I wanted to do some kind of hand pose, right? And I wanted his little Ankh symbol or whatever, you know, somehow, and I kind of like this of him like just having it on the tip of his finger. And I kind of like this one, but then I also kind of wanted to do, you know, something a little more involved. And I like how this one was turning out. So we're gonna see what I can do. But I did, so I've changed it now, bro, to it being this kind of collar thing. I had it sketched originally where his cape was just kind of attached to these 2 discs on his chest. But I like the collar, but I don't know, bro. I might go back to the discs for this one.
I see.
I'm not really feeling this. I don't like, I don't know. I think with how I have the cape drawn, I think it would make more sense coming out of the discs. And I want to kind of I have a couple of other reasons too, but I think I'm gonna erase this and try that again. And go back to my original plan. May says, "Wow, thank you." And yeah, photogenic. It's a lot of pressure. He said he's drawn with D, a couple times, and yeah, the pressure is real. Pressure is real.
Whatever.
It's a lot of pressure, bro. Donald likes the collar though. You like the collar? Oh, man.
I need to kind of figure out like his the aesthetics of his uniform anyway.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, there's also a bunch of different like variations too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, true. Like I said, he's got like these. I'll sketch it out. What I had before, just kind of like, the classic, just little discs, kind of holding the cape. And sometimes he's got this big metal collar that kind of like attaches to shoulder pieces. So he's got some variety, and like some of them, his gloves are metal too. I've seen that a few times, and some of them he's got like cloth gloves. It's like different things. But
have you drawn a lot of metal to begin with?
I have done a decent amount of metal. Yeah.
You have. Huh?
Yeah. That was one of the things actually when I like.
Oh yeah, I remember you did something like a class, not a class, but like a video on it, huh?
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. It was. Well, it's one of those things that when you're first drawing, it's like it's really intimidating trying to draw metal and draw reflections and stuff, and so. Once I kind of got a feel for it, I did it, like multiple times, And so I do feel fairly comfortable with it. Photogenic, yeah, I was definitely jealous, for sure.
Of what?
He said he wasn't sure how I'd feel about you hanging out with his side piece. And yeah, I was definitely jealous, and I definitely felt like I missed out.
It was pretty chill.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it happen yesterday too, but there was just too much going on.
Yeah.
And Armalite says that'd be the uniform that Germans would be wearing today if his great grandpa had his way. And says that you sound like a hitman, but in reality, you're a sweetheart who gives him sandwiches. And said he just helped you figure out the uniform with the Germany. Yeah. Donald likes you like the discs too? Okay, I think I'm gonna do the discs, honestly. Shout outs to Mike for you, Sarah. Shout outs to Mike.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining in today. I'm just trying to figure out like what type of pose do I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do something action. I don't know if I'm gonna do something maybe straight up.
Right.
Where let's see if I can.
Yeah, there's lots of options with this guy, right? So.
Right.
I think I want to have like kind of a shoulder pad sticking through like this, maybe. Maybe I could have a little chain connecting the discs, and maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But so we are, as you can see by the title, this is DCember is what we're celebrating this month. So we're going to be doing DC characters. Focusing on DC characters, which is going to be pretty cool, man. It's going to be pretty exciting. I'm definitely excited. It's been a lot of fun with the Pokemon and the Dragon Ball and everything. For anybody just checking us out now, we have been kind of focusing on certain characters or certain things, like a month at a time. And our last couple ones were a little more outside of our comfort zone, I think. Right? I think that's fair to say.
I could say that,
yeah. But definitely looking forward to drawing some jacked men in superhero poses. So
there you go.
Definitely looking forward to that. Let me see. I kind of like this. So if he has his discs, are the discs connected by something?
Are you using? Are you have a bunch of references that you might be checking out, or?
I actually don't really right now. I just searched right now, trying to see if I can find a picture of him with the discs. Oh, and this one, it's got like a kind of a collar on the cape. That's kind of cool. The discs are a little more closer. Actually, that's kind of a cool idea. Let me try that. So if I move this in to more like right here, I can have this one kind of peeking through, and then like maybe something like that. Connecting them, they're still gonna be coming out. And Donald said earlier that he likes that the collar and the cape reminds him of a Spawn cape, and yeah, that's actually very.
Yes.
That's definitely what I had in mind for this one. I was listening to some. I've been listening to some Todd McFarlane interviews. And so Spawn is definitely on the mind, I guess. But also, like, I want to draw a big crazy cape because it's just so cool.
I'm gonna see if I can maybe, I don't know, figure something out.
Doing some ballpoint sketching over there. Looks like.
Yeah, bro.
Nice. Love that. Love that.
But with the size of the sketchbook that I have now, and what I'm gonna be using, it's gonna be just like a little bit different,
Yeah.
So,
Because you're treating this kind of like a thumbnail process right now with those.
I'm gonna see if I can come up with something that would be cool, but I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Right, yeah.
This is my moment.
It's your time to shine.
Shine.
As usual.
Mm-hmm.
As usual with DGraves, we're used to the shine.
How was your weekend, bro? Did you do anything interesting or what?
I don't know. Did I do anything interesting?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I think no, not really. I was just working and kind of passing out after work. Didn't really do a whole lot this weekend. I did actually a little bit of work for my webcomic, bro. I did a little bit of I sketched out a couple of the panels on that. Well, I had sketched them. I've done thumbnails for it already for the first chapter or whatever. And so I did a couple slightly kind of tighter drawings, and I came across, I did one version of it, which is just kind of I don't want to say basic, but kind of basic, and then I had an idea to make it more interesting, and I tried that out, and I think it does look more interesting. And so yeah, I'm really feeling the motivation, bro, for that story to happen for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been on my mind a lot. I know I've talked about it on the show here, multiple times. But I'm at the point where I don't have a whole lot of other pressing things, and I think I can, I'm really ready to sink my teeth in. But so that was pretty exciting. That's pretty much it, though. What about you?
I had events, as always, same hustle that
That's
I
right.
be going. Yeah, and that was pretty good. I made some pretty good sales. I don't know, I made that too wide. It's a little difficult drawing in pen, come to find out.
It's not that bad, bro. You got it.
Yeah, let you say it.
Right, as I'm over here in pencil. We did have a good pen stream though. Remember that stream we did in all pen? We did the whole stream in pen. That was fun. That was a good one.
We got to get back to that. Well,
yeah, I do like drawing in pen. But
want to see if I can turn this guy. But he's always got something with his arms, you know?
mm-hmm. Yeah. Photogenic said, depending on the version you're using, he has one disc because it's a totem that hangs from a necklace under the collar. The Alex Ross version from Kingdom Come is super awesome. It's got the helmet because the helmet, cape, amulet, and glove. Oh, it's just the helmet, cape, amulet, and gloves with no body because the helmet became autonomous without a host. Ooh, dang, that's pretty cool.
I want to get to the point where I'm making these dudes like big, bro.
Yeah, you should. He does have a 2-disc version though, right? Photogenic. I know I've seen pictures, and that would really be more convenient for for my sketch here, because that's kind of like what's it said? This guy said because it kind of looks like Doctor Doom. Yeah, kind of a Doctor Doom style. But I do like. I mean, man, I do like the metal too, though. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of time on the sketch today. It's okay. It's okay. So if I have
How much time do you have first and foremost?
same as usual.
Same as usual.
Yeah.
So not a lot.
I mean, I've like an hour and a half. Not enough, probably. I did probably bite off a little more than I can chew.
Nah, bro.
But like I said, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I know who I'm drawing with, right? And I know it's gonna be a challenge for me to keep up. So I gotta push myself all month.
I want to start over with with everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I need to get a little bit more free. I'm still a little too timid with some of my designs. Kind of like what Photogenic was saying. I'm trying to get out of the what does he call them? The
police lineup.
Police lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So I want to see if maybe I can do something like that.
I know you can, dude. 100%. I know you can. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I've really been. I want to loosen up too, bro. We should start animating. We should start doing some animation practice. That'll loosen us up. You got to be loose with animation. Got to be loose. Get some of these shines in here.
I'm gonna figure out how to make these. I don't know, these loose sketches work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where you kind of have like really scribbly kind of pencils or whatever, and then you just ink right on top of it, that kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling that. I was watching a couple old Jim Lee streams last night. I was trying to get the baby to sleep. And that's what he does, he's just like quick pencil, and he's like, all right, like he'll do something like this, he's like, all right, we got a head, we got an arm, we got, whatever, and it looks like this, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna start inking, he like pours ink on the paper with the brush, and then all of a sudden it's freaking Batman or whatever, and it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Hey, thank you for that, Mace. I appreciate that.
Does he have he does. He's kind of got like a belt or something.
Yeah, like a little thin little kind of thing. I don't know. More metal.
Looks like it takes up half his stomach for some of the references that I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's different versions.
There's a few of them, huh? I do know that I want the helmet.
He's got multiple different stylists. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even need a stylist. I shop so much, I can speak Italian. Come on now. Come on now. Ready to sink his teeth in? Yeah, that's right. Armorlight asked if you sold your Spider-Man.
I did. The watercolor one?
I think so,
Yes.
yeah.
I sold that this weekend for $100.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
What size was that?
That was a 14-inch. It was on Arches paper, cold pressed water paper.
Yeah. I want to get some of that paper, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. It's pretty chill.
It's nice, right?
None of these are calling out to me.
Okay, let me see if I can get I want kind of a simple hand pose back here. Because, this ain't anything serious back here. This hand. Oh, my goodness. Oh, don't look at that. Woo! Delete the tapes. I'm actually off camera. Sorry, guys. I'm managing two cameras over here, so that nobody even saw, actually. I just did something atrocious, and nobody actually will even know. So that is nice.
You see? Look at you, bro.
It all works out. I love it when a plan comes together. So if I have maybe like something like that, I don't know. I want something simple. This hand isn't really that important, but it's a little bit important. Maybe I could have, if I show 2 fingers, that's kind of cool. And then I'm gonna have a little aura around this hand. And this, is kind of obviously gonna be casting these shadows. That's gonna be in shadow. This will be metal. This is metal. Maybe we can have some kind of like runes on here. Maybe some runes on there too. This can maybe be catching light. That could be kind of cool. That's catching light. And then grab my smaller eraser. Photogenic said drawing in pen isn't like the all-forgiving tablet. He's not gonna let that go, bro. He's never gonna let that go. And it says it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It says there is a 2-disc version from the animated series, but the amulet is still in the center. In between the cape. I see. Well, I switched back to so what I've done, now maybe I need to change this. Maybe I need to have. I kind of cheated a little bit. I kind of have the amulet kind of right here, and I have the cape coming out of that, and I still have the chest plate shoulder pad thing, which doesn't really make sense. But like I said, I've been listening to some Todd McFarlane interviews, and according to him, it doesn't really matter if it makes sense necessarily. As long as it looks cool enough, you can kind of get away with some things.
I'm gonna have the amulet here.
Okay.
I like how he's got that. It's got like this collar that goes around, but I wonder if I can play with it. Pause.
I know you can. I know you can play with that amulet, bro. Just okay. All right, I'm done. But yeah, of course you can. Well, I mean, your license came in the mail, right? Your artistic license arrived.
It did.
So
it did.
Yeah. So I mean, it's time to put that baby to use. So if this is just like if this is metal, I can maybe have some runes going across it. I don't think he actually has runes, but I got my license in the mail too. So
did you now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Finally, I've been waiting. So maybe I can put some shines on this too. And then we can have that being in shadow. I drew the thin belt on him. Thin belt.
I like how he's got the power around him too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a cool dude, man.
He seems pretty chilled, yeah.
I like his vibes. I used him a little bit in Injustice 2. Anybody in the chat ever play Injustice 2? Or did you ever play that?
I have it. I
Mm.
have it, but I haven't played it a lot. Because you know me, I'm like a collector of things.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And we've been working real hard, so it's hard to find as much time for the games.
I appreciate that, but no excuses on my end.
Yeah, that's an old game too, though, I guess. So I guess that excuse doesn't really work for that. But yeah, I used to play that game. I mean, I like fighting games, so a superhero fighting game, I'm all about it. I was a Batman main. He was my main character, but I messed around with Dr. Fate a little bit. He was pretty cool. Dr. Fate a little bit. He was pretty cool.
Dr. Fate?
Yeah, Dr. Fate. He's pretty cool. Batman was my main guy, in that game, because he's my main guy in general. But in the game, he could definitely throw some hands. He had his grappling freaking thing you could combo with, and batarangs for zoning and long range stuff, and he had a lot of stuff going for him. So it was yeah, he was my guy.
This 9x12 is too big because the way I have to have this phone angle to get, because it won't let me turn it landscape. So now I'm trying to find a good book. The struggle. You would think that we were in streaming for a while.
Yeah, right. Episode 2, not 32. No.
Right.
No, it's always something. It's always something, man.
I'm gonna keep going because I want to be so free with this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. So if I have that, do I want? Okay. Oh, I like. What else did I see? Photogenic also said earlier, so I didn't read this, that the metal-looking gloves and top piece lean into a more Egyptian style, which that is a cool point, and I hadn't considered that. I was gonna not do the metal gloves, but now that you say that, I want to. So maybe I will. Maybe I will. I do like rendering metal, so I want to do this with inks too. I'm gonna ink this one.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some inks.
How far are you gonna take yours? To just inks, or are you gonna color?
Hopefully to completion. Yeah.
Hopefully,
I plan on inking it and then throwing some paint on top. Yeah. I want to color the gold parts and leave the rest black and white, or give him like an aura, kind of like I did with Sub-Zero. Let me see. Show the chat the Sub-Zero I did, where I have him in black and white, and then he's got kind of like an ice aura around him. I could do something like that, maybe. Or something in that kind of same vein with this one, or I'll like just paint the helmet and the gloves and do the gold like that. Because if I do, thanks, man. What about you? What's your plan for yours today?
I still haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't figured it out at all. And that was the same issue that I had this morning when I was telling you. I was like, I don't know what pose I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna approach it, but I do plan on finishing it on stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't doubt that for a minute.
That's the plan. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I'm pretty confident in you.
Are you?
Pretty confident.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, maybe. But I doubt it. I don't think that was a mistake. I think that.
Does he have any other force fields that come out? Like, what exactly are his powers? Do you know? I've seen him the one time in the what was that movie? Black Adam. That trash movie. Have you seen that?
No, actually, I didn't watch it.
Oh, that's why you laughing.
Yeah, I missed it.
Seen it, bro.
Yeah, I missed
it was
it.
terrible.
Really?
Yes, it was all bad.
Dude, that sucks, man.
And what's his name? The Rock was really making it seem like that was going to be the new way.
Yeah, but Dwayne let us down.
As always, bro.
That sucks, bro.
It was terrible.
Man, I had faith, you know. I had faith in The Rock.
Did you?
I mean, you know, he seems like an honest, trustworthy, reliable guy, right? You know, I mean, you know, his what does he say? You know, his signature is his word, right? He's got his signature on every bottle of Terramana and all of his energy drinks. So, you know, I mean, I don't know, that seems pretty trustworthy. But you know, he's got his signature on it. Like you said, you know, your signature is your freaking whatever. Yo, what up? What up, 5? I'm gonna call you 5. Is that all right? It's probably, those are probably could be letters. Suyash. Those are S's.
Man. Is that a new language?
Well, no, it's letters and numbers. It's algebra over here. But I like it though. Photogenic says, yeah, Suyash, yo, I got it right. Let's go, baby. Hey. I didn't wanna make a fool of myself and get it wrong, but I went for it anyway. Cause you know, there's no shame over here. It's okay if you mess up, if you make mistakes, it's all right. And you know, I'm one of those that, you know, like we've said countless times, I don't mind failing in front of thousands of people like this, so it's all good. Dr. Fate Photogenic says, Dr. Fate is essentially the Doctor Strange of DC Comics. He's a Lord of Order and a supremely powerful mage.
Oh.
That's cool. Armalite said.
I kind of got that feeling when he was in Black Adam.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And Armalite said, recently a lot of The Rock's movies have flopped. His streak is finally up. That's too bad, bro. I'm sure he's wiping his tears with all his money. And Suyash asks if I use guidelines when drawing. It says that you don't get their concept. I mean, I do. I do try to be like looser when I start. Like when I started this, you know, I didn't start by perfectly drawing the lines, you know, for his head and stuff and whatever. Like here, I'll show you another sketch I started when I was trying to figure this out. You know, which this one is still a lot more rough, and you can kind of see like the center line and some of the lines and stuff that I have in here. So I use guidelines and I use like formulas or recipes for drawing. You know, like if I'm drawing a head, like I'll start with a circle and I'll figure out the center line and I'll figure out the eye line and, you know, figure them out. But, you know, it's kind of a thing where I try not to rely on them too much. You know, because if you really stick to your guidelines, like you're gonna wind up having very, very generic, very formulaic kind of looking faces. You know, and I mean not just faces, but like with using faces as an example, you know, it's more of just like a guide. You know, like it says, how do those help? It's just kind of it just helps you get an idea for where the features should go, right? So like if I start here, I got these scribbles all over, 1 second. So, you know, like right here, you know, I can be like, okay, my eyes are gonna go somewhere around here, right? You know, these are just quick. Your nose is gonna go somewhere around there. Mouth is somewhere around there. You know, it kind of helps me, and then it gets you in the ballpark of where you need to be, you know, and then from there you can adjust. But if instead you go in and you're like, okay, I'm gonna draw this eye, and I'm gonna draw this eye, and you know, these eyes are gonna be right here, and then my nose is gonna be right here, and then my mouth is gonna be right here, and let's draw a chin and a head. Like it's just a lot, it's a lot easier for things to be not where you want them. It's harder to just start with the features and then have it all work out correctly. Like this is a bit of an extreme example, like obviously I'm just kind of throwing these in. But with anything, especially if you're drawing from your imagination, if you're not using reference, then it's just harder to start with details. The guidelines are really just kind of, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like math, because a lot of people don't like math, but it's kind of just like, for me, the way I look at it is it's like I'm kind of guessing and estimating where these things are going to be, and then it's easier to adjust from there. So yeah, you don't have to memorize the lines for every character. It's really just a basic general guideline, right? Like generally, if you're drawing a face, if you have an oval for a face, generally the eyes are going to be about halfway, and the nose is going to be about a third of the way down, and the mouth is going to be in between the nose and the chin, maybe a little bit closer to the nose. In general, the ears are on the eye line, in between the eye and the nose. In general, your jawline is at your mouth line, and things like that. So it's really just like it gives you a base and a formula that you can work from and then adjust. And the hairline is about a third of the way up ish, again, depending on whatever character you're drawing and such. But yeah, it's not necessarily something that's very, you got to memorize it, you got to be very strict with it, But excuse me, something like that. You got it. You're welcome. Hope that helps. Okay. Maybe I'll do something like this. I don't know. What do you think, bro?
As far as what you should do?
Yeah. What do you think about the
options?
my lighting specifically? I'm trying to figure out like this side of the body. I want the his little symbol right here to be the main light source.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't want his body to be completely shaded. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe if I have something like this. Maybe I'll just start inking. Let's go for it. Why not?
So you're not even gonna figure it out. You said I'm gonna figure it out in the inking process.
I think it's not. I think
have
this.
the confidence, bro.
I think it's good enough, bro. What's the worst that could happen? Photogenic also said the difference is Dr. Fate is the helmet. The helmet contains the consciousness or is a conduit for the consciousness. So whoever wears the helmet becomes the same Dr. Fate, which can drive you insane.
But the helmet has to choose you though, right? Isn't that the caveat?
That makes sense. Could be.
You have to be chosen or else you die. At least that's how it was in the movie. Now, if that's the truth, I don't know.
I like the way that sounds. Yeah, that's a good point. Photogenic to Suyash, yeah. Don't gotta memorize it. It's I mean, it helps at first to be more formulaic with it, to really measure out, okay, I'm doing a sphere and I'm cutting the sphere in half and I'm cutting, if you're using the Loomis method for a head, right? I'm cutting the side of the sphere off and I'm measuring the halfway point, that can be useful as far as just building your understanding, but the goal isn't to be doing that every single time, and everybody's different, like D, right? Do you how do you think about guidelines? Yeah. Is that something you're strict
really
with?
Depends. Yeah, hell yeah, you see me.
Mm.
Because it always changes, you know what I'm saying? And I
Mm.
try to memorize the things, but unless you get like a feel for it, it's just something you're gonna have to feel through. Especially once you start taking that and then rotating it in three-dimensional space, you know?
Yeah, that's a really good point too. Yeah.
Do I want to have his fingers splayed out like
Heck yeah,
that?
you do, bro.
I think
Spread those
do.
digits.
But maybe I'm gonna move it closer to his face.
Mm.
I'm really challenging myself on this. And I love it.
I like what you're doing,
How far
man.
does that belt go? In some of the references, it looks like it connects, like it's like a sumo belt kind of. Does he have a belt on in your reference?
Yeah, I'm just drawing the thin version of the belt. So I'm not doing the like the belly button covering one.
No.
No, I'm being lazy.
I think that one's pretty cool.
I do too. I'm glad that you're doing it, so that we all get to see it. Since I'm, letting the people down. So if I have, yeah. Okay. I don't know what all I want to ink. I think I want to leave that open. Something like that, perhaps. Perhaps. But perhaps not. These things can change. I'm gonna ink this, F it. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Okay. Photogenic says if you don't have strong enough willpower, Dr. Fate can drive you crazy and drive your brain to shut down. Same concept as not everybody has the willpower to use a power ring. Okay, that's a good comparison. That makes sense.
Like of the Green Lantern?
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so and we got Night Ninja, the Black Knight is here.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
How's your day going? My day is fantastic. 2 thumbs all the way up, bro. Fantastic. I think it's the same for D here.
I'm doing amazing.
That's right. That's another beautiful day. It's a little chilly out.
I try more into the distance. Like I want it to be further down.
I see. I'm gonna try and
make it smaller.
Make these lines a little cooler. Man, make it cool. Make it cool. That's what I'm trying to do, bro. I'm trying to get better at making my drawings cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are you approaching that? What's the way you're doing that? I'm focusing for the viewers, man.
Yeah. So my thought process is I want to focus less on things being correct and focus not necessarily more. I'm not abandoning correctness, but if something looks cool and it's not necessarily correct, I think the coolness is what I want, and trying to add more just dynamism, like this cape, right? Like when I'm drawing the cape, I was being super loose, I'm holding my pencil far back and I'm using my whole arm, right? I'm using my freaking elbow and my shoulder and being a wild man with it, and really trying to push that as much as I can and focus more, and like with my poses, try and lean into maybe more of a cartoony style, maybe not necessarily cartoony, but you know what I mean, like being more of a cartoonist as opposed to doing realism. Being more of a what's his name, a Joe Mad versus a Jim Lee, right? Or a Matteo Scalera versus a Ghibli, right? Just where it's kind of more closer to the like exaggerated or like an Evan Burst, you know, getting more to the Evan Burst kind of style, right? Because he's not really like a super realistic artist, but he has energy and his stuff is dynamic and his shapes are cool and like, you know, that's the kind of art that I like, but when it comes to my drawing, for whatever reason, I've kind of always defaulted more on the, you know, do it correct kind of mindset, which I don't know why, because I do, like when it comes to looking at art, you know, I really more prefer looking at, you know, animation stuff or that those things that are really where they're pushing that, you know, and really exaggerating or whatever. So I just want to try and be mindful of that and apply it in my own art. If that makes sense.
It does.
Well, that's good. We'll see if I can pull it off.
Oh, I believe in you, bro.
I'm glad someone does, man. I'm glad somebody does.
This whole arm and get the right angle of the fist that I want.
I'm trying to think of what I want to ink here. I really want maybe. Okay, let me think. I don't know.
Photogenic says super cold outside. Hopefully, Chin Strap's kid doesn't have to wait too long outside in the cold.
Yeah.
He's wondering why no one loves him.
Right. No, he knows why.
Did you read Except Doug? He said he's back. I didn't know you left. He said, "Do you smell those drawings 2D?" What do you mean?
Oh, then he said sell.
Oh, do I sell these drawings?
Yeah. The
I
small
just
ones.
I just started to. I ripped a lot out of my old sketchbook and put those up for sale because I was pretty much finishing, so I wanted to have something for the hip hop and nerds.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, I want to bring this down too.
Oh, we got freaking Alex here. What up? Shouts to Alex. He said, remember, so we had, this is one of my coworkers, we had a great idea, you know, because we, you know, we'll chop it up, go back and forth on things. And we came up with a fantastic idea that I really need to draw. He just reminded me of. I don't think I want to tell you.
Oh.
Because I don't want you to steal it and do it better than I would do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. Freaking, it's Godzilla and Goku. Kamehameha versus the freaking atomic breath. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
That's sick, right? You know, it's like a side shot, like a sideways side shot. You know, Kamehameha, right? And then you got the freaking huge Godzilla just blasting them with this halitosis, right?
Yeah.
And they're just, it's a beam clash right in the middle. Oh my God, bro. I think that is a really good idea. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm gonna do that.
You see all those dope ideas you got, bro.
Yeah. Well, that idea isn't totally mine. That was a group effort. I think I did most of the heavy lifting, you know, but it was a group effort. It was a group effort. I'm just playing. Photogenic says, D, are you more hip hop or more nerds?
I would say more hip hop. Yeah, as you guys can tell, like, you know, I don't have the whole anime thing on deck or nothing like that. I would say I'm probably more hip hop than nerds. I don't like how that was going. We gotta bring that up stuff.
Yeah, I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. Not a damn thing.
Once I get this all figured out and I start inking it, you're gonna be surprised at the transformation. However,
the viewers might be surprised, but
oh yeah,
I'm not. I mean,
You
it
smell
already
what the lock is
looks
cooking.
good. So,
There you go.
you know, I mean, unless you're gonna make it worse, then I will be surprised, I guess. Then I would be surprised. But if you're gonna do what you normally do, then nah, I won't be surprised. Just another day at the office, drawing with DGraves.
Just another day. Just another day.
That's right, baby.
So with that hand, he's going to be cutting off majority of his chest.
Okay, and then if I have this, I'm still gonna have the cape coming out of the amulet, but I got it a little more grounded, I think. Something like that. Something like that, being more loose even with my inking, like it doesn't have to be so precious all the damn time.
I do, bro.
That's another thing I'm just trying to keep it in mind,
Yeah.
Trying to keep it in mind and get on that DGraves level. Maybe someday.
At this rate, it won't be far. It won't be long. It won't be long.
Thanks.
I believe in you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. It can be hard to do that.
Push that a little bit more into the background.
Okay, let's get out the old brush pen, the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. Do we have any artists in the chat? I'm sorry, I'm shaking my camera, guys. If we have any artists in the chat who haven't used the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen, you're missing out, man. Best freaking brush pen ever used. Let me sip this coffee real quick. Thank you for everybody who's dropped a like on the stream. I see those numbers going up. We appreciate it. Appreciate everyone coming through and all that. It means a lot to us little baby streamers out here.
Us little folk. The little folk.
That's right. So let's render some metal, bro. So really the big key with metal is you have to have contrast, right? Metal is shiny. So it's got actually here, hold on, check this out. Okay, this is something that's metal, right? It's shiny. So if you look at it, right, we got this metal skull right here.
That's not big enough.
You can see we got very bright highlights and very dark shadows. This one is reflecting what's in the room, so you can see my phone with my head behind it, right? You can see some whatever, you can see my hands and stuff in the reflection. But it's going to reflect things, like this shadow right here inside the skull, right here, is very dark compared to this bright white highlight, right? You can see we got lots of these white highlights. We got lots of dark shadows. So if you're rendering it with ink, or really with anything, but really with ink, my kind of thought process is one way I've heard it described, I think it was Ryan Benjamin who said this, is it's like you have blobby shapes and you have fine lines, and it's really about getting the right balance of blobby shapes and fine lines, and using that to kind of, you want it to look like it's reflecting things, and whatever, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's pretty much the gist of it. It takes, obviously there's a, again, it goes back to things being correct versus things being cool. There's certain things that look cooler but maybe aren't, like it's, you're just making a lot of it up, right? Like it's reflecting things from the environment, but you don't have to go and think about what your environment is. You don't have to be like, oh, well, okay, if he's standing in this room. Let me see. Let me map out the room, and there's going to be a window over there, and there's going to be this over here. You know, like you don't got to be scientific about it. It's just you understand the the gist of it and how the concept works, and then you can just get those little blobby shapes in there, and you know, try and make it look cool. So that's what we're gonna go for. We'll see if we can make it work after talking such a big game. Maybe I should have waited for the tutorial until I made sure that mine actually looked good. They're gonna see that. They're like, yo, man, I ain't listening to you. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Maybe I can have, let's get a little more in there. A little more. I want this side to be a little bit darker over here. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'll probably come back in with the fine liner. I'm doing the blobby shapes with this brush pen, and we can come in with the fine liner and add some more things. But I do want, do I want a big black one right here in the middle? Do I? I don't know. Let's kind of make this a little bit bigger, though. I feel like that should be bigger. This should be bigger. I want more around this eye. That's a real nice pose, though, that you got, bro. And I like what you've done with the hand. Is great, too. Great work on that hand.
I'm trying to. I'm diverting a lot from the reference.
Really?
Trying to.
That's so unlike you.
I know. What?
Wait. Starting to agree. It's like, hold on.
Wait, what?
Who are you talking to?
I want this to be a little bit more pushed back.
Do this. Be bold with it. We being bold today.
Are you though?
Well, now I'm not so sure. Probably not as bold as you're being, but that's a hard show to follow, you know.
It's December.
It's December, bro. Man, I have been stressing about this month so much.
I've been excited about it.
I'm sure you have.
I don't want to do kind of like what we were talking about with photogenic. Like, I don't want to do the same old characters, the same old poses.
Yeah. I got you.
I want to bend them a little bit more.
Yeah, this was a good guy to start with, I think. I like this idea. What made you come up with Dr. Fate for today?
I like his design. I do. I like his design, and I have a list of characters that I wanted to do, and I tried to go with one that wasn't so, I guess like we just knew we were going to be doing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Making it a challenge for us.
A little bit.
See if I can kind of fake this a little here. I have an inkling of an idea.
I want to do more, bro.
More what?
Like more streams.
Oh yeah.
I really need to push myself out of that comfort. I'm getting so close to that 500 subscriber mark.
Nice.
And I'm at like 260 right now.
Ooh, nice, man. You're making great progress, bro.
Thank you.
You're definitely moving up quickly. Now, what happens what is the milestone at 500?
I think you unlock the first wave of things that you can do. I don't know, maybe memberships or something. I haven't even gotten there to really see what they're offering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm at I'm at 500, but I'm not sure what you get for that.
See, you're supposed to be updating me on what I need to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can monetize anything, but I could just be missing it, you know.
Wait, do you have blocks or something? Why couldn't you monetize?
I need more watch time.
Oh.
Or
Have
you can have.
Seen it go up?
Oh yeah. Since I started doing these kind of streams, yeah, it's definitely getting more.
That's right.
But like, yeah, because it's like, what's it called? Freaking. There's either like views, a certain number of views within a certain number of time, or watch time within like a year or something.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you to where you can. Those are what show for me as being my next milestones to be able to monetize things. But I don't know exactly. I don't know what you get for the 500. I'm sure something. I'm sure there's something, but as far as I know, I don't think it's whatever. I don't know. And then, so like for me, I think I need to hit 1,000 to be able to for something. I need to hit 1,000 for something. That's the next thing for me as far as subscribers.
Subscribers, that's your next milestone?
Yeah, that's the next thing that shows up in the YouTube studio or whatever. I can't remember what it unlocks, but I know it shows like there's like a monetize section or whatever, and the two next things for me is either 1,000 watch hours or something, or like 1,000,000 shorts views or I don't know, something like that. So we getting there though.
That's right, bro. I can't wait till you get there so you can tell me what I'm supposed to be looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no guarantee that I get there before you, so.
Well, you're already at 500.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually almost at 600. I'm getting pretty close.
You know?
Yeah. Not to be whatever, but just saying. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for us both to get there, man. To be honest.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for us both to be full-time independent artists, getting income from the content creation, getting income on book royalties, getting commissions all the time, nonstop. I'm very excited, man. But at the same time, I'm very happy to be here right now with you.
Right in this moment. Huh?
With you right now. This is great. To be honest, the couple thousand people who are watching, while it's not the millions that are in the future, I'm very happy for everybody who's here. I'm grateful for it all. But even if it was just you and me, I'll still be happy. So I'm having a good time.
What if I go to the other page too? That would be pretty cool.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, bro.
Don't do it.
I should actually probably get my ink out instead of using this brush pen for this stuff. Kind of something like that. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. Maybe this will work. And then I can kind of do this little, I want to kind of use this, I'm kind of trying to do some negative drawing to kind of imply some runes on his armor thing here. You guys have to let me know if it's working out or not. Okay, like that. All right, let me get my bottle of ink out. Let's get coffee out the way. Bottle of ink, shake it up. If you're using ink like this, using some Indie ink, make sure you're shaking it up. Night Ninja is back, says looks like nothing much has been happening. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
And says, asks if we're ready for the new Sonic movie. Bro, I am freaking hyped out the wazoo for the new Sonic movie, bro. Shadow, are you kidding me? Knuckles, are you kidding me, bro? I'm freaking excited for sure. Keanu Reeves, are you kidding me, bro?
Who's he voicing?
He's doing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's freaking sick, dude.
Hey, we're gonna eventually do that too.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We should. Ink out here. Sorry, no, I'm off camera, guys. 1 second. I'm inking up over here. Yeah, I'm excited. Did you see the newest trailer for that Night Ninja? Came out like, what, last week or a few days ago or something? It looks pretty good, bro. And those movies, you know, those are some pretty great movies, I think. Entertainment-wise, you know, they're pretty fun. So I'm definitely on board for the new one. Okay, got a brush, some ink. Let's slap some ink down, guys. Is everybody okay with that? Jim who? Jim who? You mean chin strap? Chin strap? Jim who? Nothing much has been happening, man. That's crazy.
He was talking about you.
He was, I know, bro.
All the great things that I've been doing.
I get it, you know, I get it. You know, I'm a little bit on the slow side, you know, with my art too.
Ooh. Watch out.
Just let them know. I can be a little slow, but I'm working on it, and you know, I don't know. It usually works out in the end. Excuse me. A little dry over here. I gotta get my humidifiers out, man. Excuse me. It's so dry out here. It's dry, cold air. It's just every morning. My throat's killing me.
You're not talking about the humor that you've been giving us today.
Oh, yeah. That was good. Yeah, that was good. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that totally just derailed everything, all my thoughts. I forgot what I was saying now.
I really want his arm to be here, but I want it to interact with the cape. I want his cape to be flapping over too.
Right.
Without it being so stagnant. Trying to get that motion to come the way I want.
Right. Gotta have that motion, bro. It's a major key to success.
Major key alert.
Major key. Watch out. Get some of these more squiggly blobby lines down here. Making it look like it's reflecting something. And what I'll do this. I'm gonna have this side in shadow. The other side will also be in shadow, but I'm gonna give that side a rim light. Not this side. that. Let me see, maybe I can do some dry brushing down here. Maybe some dry brushing over here. Oh, that's not dry. Oh no. Oh no. It's all ruined. Ruined. Gotta restart. Ninja also said he was actually talking about the chat. Good save.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. And he says, so did see the new trailer. It says, have you guys noticed that Disney is now completely dry of original stories and they keep making live actions of old movies? Yeah, I did pick up on that.
The circle of life.
It's time for you to step up and give us those new stories that we need. He did say, once I get the hang of perspective, character design, landscape design, vehicles, and anatomy, I'll start to bring my imagination to life. You know, you don't have to wait, actually. You can just do it now. You can work on those things while bringing your imagination to life, too. That's kind of that's kind of the approach I'm going to be taking with my, you know, because, like, we all want to be better before we do our cool project. You know, I'm not good enough yet. Maybe in the future I'll be good enough to do that. But, you know, I think that you're always going to wish you were better. And at the end of the day, all that really is, you know, that's just a way of delaying it. It's a way of giving into the fear. You know, I say that because that's my experience with it. You know, I've said that same thing. That's why my story isn't done right now, is because, you know, I've wanted to get better. I wanted to have a better grasp on things, and but, you know, you gotta start someday, or else it's never gonna get done.
Today is that day to start.
Maybe one day or day one. You know, I don't know. And a lot of stuff, you know, like professional things, you know, if you go back and look at the beginning of it, it's not really very good compared to the end. You know, like if you look at something like Attack on Titan, you know, Attack on Titan is one of the biggest animes and mangas, you know, of recent time. And if you go back and look at the, you know, the original art for it, it was nowhere near as good as what it wound up being, you know. And you can always go back and redraw things, you know, if you really want to. But, like, you know, if that artist didn't believe in themselves or was waiting to get better, you know, we never would have had Attack on Titan. Which would have been...
Who was the artist that did that?
I actually do not remember his name at the moment. At the moment, I can't remember. Attack on Titan was... to be honest, bro, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I actually haven't seen Attack on Titan.
Interesting.
I started watching it, and the first episode or two, or I don't remember what I watched. The first episode or two was kind of boring, and I was like, this kind of sucks, so I'm not going to watch it. And, you know, of course, it's like one of the biggest shows, you know, and everybody says it's so amazing. It's like one of the best things ever. And so I've had many people, you know, over the years be like, bro, you gotta watch it. You gotta go back. It's slow at first, but you gotta just go back and watch it. You know, you gotta just go watch it. You gotta watch it, whatever. But I haven't. So.
I said, F that. I'm not gonna watch it.
Well, I mean, not necessarily F that, but I just haven't done it yet. because I get it. It's, I mean, it, you can say what you want. There's some people, who avoid mainstream things just because, but something like Attack on Titan, for something to be so successful and to be so popular, like, I mean, it has to be good, obviously. There has to be some reason why it's that, successful. So I do want to check it out. I just haven't. But I know that the art progressed over time. I've heard people give that example, and I've looked into it. And Photogenic said same thing. It's a One Punch Man, similar situation.
I haven't seen that though.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't seen One Punch Man.
That's a good show for sure.
Is it?
Yeah, I like that show.
I feel like you've drawn him a few times, no?
Yeah. Well, once, maybe twice. I did them on Post-it, I know. But I'm not sure if I did any other than that. But that's a great show, honestly. It's funny, it's got cool action, it's got lots of stuff going for it. Okay, something like that, maybe. All right, let's do some background on this. What am I gonna do? Let's grab a paper towel. Get a little piece of paper towel. And this isn't a clean one. Hopefully it's not a problem. It's got paint all over it. And it just says,
you're doing paint and everything?
well, not right now. I'm using a painted paper towel to do some background inks. I want a paper. We'll see. Night Ninja also says, basically, when you're a comic or a manga artist and someone asks you to draw something, you can't say, I can't draw that. You should be able to draw anything. The comic artist should be able to draw anything in case it's used in the story. Or when your boss asks you to draw something for a comic, you have no excuse because it's your job. It says he agrees I'm missing out on Attack on Titan. Just push through the first 10 episodes. I gotta push through 10 episodes, bro. I thought it was like the first 3 or 4 episodes were a little slow. I gotta push through 10. No, I'm just kidding. I probably will. I mean, I will sometime. I just don't know when. I see what you mean with the comic book thing, But at the same time, you gotta start somewhere, right? So, and there are there are comic book specific skills like storytelling and paneling and things like that you're only gonna learn by doing it. So, if you never do it, then maybe you'll be able to draw cars and anatomy and perspective well, but you won't be able to tell a good story. So it's a tricky argument. When am I good enough to actually start doing these things that I want to do? It's tricky. I'm not trying to berate you or anything or give you a hard time, because I've gone through the same dilemma. But some of the advice that I'm trying to take for myself is at some point you gotta just do the dang thing either way. But what do I know? I haven't even finished my story yet, so take it for what it's worth. Take what I'm saying for what it's worth.
We're gonna get you out of that phase where you say a lot of prolific stuff and then completely backtrack it, bro.
Yeah, I say that, but I haven't actually done it. I did though. I have started, so I have started on that one specifically. I have started. It's in the works. Got some stuff sketched out. Character designs done. Started doing some of the final drawings for it. So it's, I am taking my own advice. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. A little bit, kind of something like that. Some more dry brush.
I need to create a little bit more of a separation between this pinky and this arm right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with that hand. I want to fix that chest piece a little bit too.
Trying to think of what I'm gonna do here. You can do a little more of this. A little more of this. I'm kind of feeling this a little bit here. Go back in and need to kind of define some of these. Need this cape a little better defined here. Sorry, I've got my arm all out, completely covering the drawing. One second. Bro, do you follow the box office artist at all?
I used to. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been posting as much as he used to back in the day.
Yeah, he lost his wife.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Yeah. I just saw a video from him, and he had like his arm was in a cast and everything, bro, like in a sling. And I think he has to go get like an emergency surgery on his arm, or else he could like totally lose function of his arm. Or something. I don't know why why I thought of that. I didn't mean to damper the mood a little bit, but like, he's going through it, bro. I just saw that last night. He just been posting it last night, I think. I think it's carpal tunnel related.
Are you afraid of that?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime I get, and like I have I kind of have like a physical job too, where I'm using my hands and stuff, using my forearms a lot. So, I definitely make sure to stretch, do my wrist circles and everything at work, and make sure I'm taking care of it as much as I can.
Yeah.
But if I do ever get like, I've had a couple times where I've gotten like random hand pain, and it's like, yo, this cannot happen, like this just is not an option that is available to happen right now, but it's not something that I deal with. I take, like I said, I try and take the steps that I can. I do whatever, I try and take care of myself. I got one thing actually that helped. I was getting a little bit of hand pain for a while, actually, a couple months ago. And one thing that helped was I got a big old bucket, and I filled it with a bunch of rice, uncooked dry rice. And there's like exercises and things you can do where you'll like grab the rice, you'll twist your hand, or you go in there and open it. I'm pretty sure for me, what it was is I'm overusing my closing muscles. The what's it called? Not your extensors, but your flexors. Yeah, my flexors, right? I'm overusing those, you know, because I'm like picking things up at work. You know, I'm freaking tightly gripping the shaft of a pen, you know, all the time. And and sorry, sorry, got something stuck in my throat there. But you know, I'm constantly using the flexors, right? So you are like go in the rice bucket, you know, you stick your hand down there and you open your hands, you know, or you do like wrist circles in the rice, and it gives you some resistance, and that really actually really helped with the issues I was having. It burns like crazy too, bro. Go down there and do these wrist circles, man, or you do the. I really like the opening one because like you can't really work, you can't really work those out. You know, like there isn't really like a great way to work out those muscles on the back of your forearm, and so you get muscular imbalance, right? Which is something. It's the same concept as like, people who you have like shrimp posture where your shoulders are all forward, and your neck's all forward, right? It's because all the muscles in the front are overdeveloped compared to your rear delts and your, traps or whatever. So you have these tight muscles that are pulling on and causing the pain. So working out the opposite ones can help with that, and that rice bucket definitely helped me out. Little tangent there. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to go off so far. Didn't mean to go so far off script there.
Not at all. That's what we need.
Yeah, well, Night just said, fun fact about Goku. Did you know that Toriyama portrayed Goku with a country accent? So just imagine Goku speaking all country-like. Oh my god. I could see it. Goku is kind of like a, not really sophisticated kind of guy. In the new Dragon Ball Daima show, they go to this place, they go to this demon realm or whatever, and they get out of the ship, and Goku's like, man, it kind of stinks here, this air is kind of stinky or whatever, and they're like, yeah, there's this gas all the time, and he's like, man, I could probably fart and nobody would know, and then and he does, bro. They get in the plane, they're like, man, I feel like it's smellier than usual. He's like, oh yeah, that was me, or like character later is talking about, they're saying something about a shower, they can't get a shower or whatever, and Goku's all like, oh man, you don't need a shower, I skip those all the time. He's just oh, he's funny, man. I love Goku.
You said Goku was like a hick?
He might be, that would definitely no, I'm not gonna say that, but it could be the case. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say though.
There you go. You're wearing so much control.
Yeah. Yeah. We can talk about it off camera. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, you're not gonna corrupt me with that.
I'm just kidding. There's no corruption, bro. It's all love. It's all love. All love. I like to joke around with the people. That's why they're here. That's what they're here for. Just like Photogenic said, chin strap using his hands and forearms, it's kind of a guy thing. And yeah, tightly gripping the pen shaft, yeah, it's a guy thing. It's just, there's a lot of tension built up, right? We've got a lot on our minds. And so you kind of tend to grip things more firmly than you need to. Night Ninja says, I hate YouTube when I leave the stream to read a message and I join back. I can't type anything in chat. You have to reset it? What? Like you have to close the app and restart it? That's weird. I hope that message was worth it. I'm just kidding. And he says, chin strap holding back his ultra ego. I don't really hold anything back, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I'm not really the type that gets easily embarrassed or takes himself too seriously necessarily. So I don't really hold much back. Sometimes, I'll pretend to hold things back for comedic effect. But it's not too often when I really have to, show too much restraint. Because like I said, I don't mind failing or embarrassing myself in front of all these people. So should I put some paint on the helmet, bro?
Yeah, go for it.
On the gloves? Then I would have to probably do the shoulder pad too. I don't know. I kind of like this, low key. I kind of like this look that I have here. What does the chat think? What do you guys think? Should I do a little yellow paint on the old helmet? Gloves maybe? Maybe the shoulder pad and... Photogenic is a real big reason why you have to teach yourself to hold the pencil when sketching in the middle loosely. It also allows your drawing to be more fluid and not be so constrained. Yes, 100%. That's why I have tape wrapped around my pencil, is because if I hold it back here, it's easier to not, when I'm up here, whatever, then it's tougher. Nightin says, "Are you sure you're good at metallic painting?" Damn, bro. Not anymore. I'm not.
He was just
Not
a week
anymore.
ago.
Not anymore. I'm not. Actually, I never went back in with a fine liner. Oh, okay. Then he says, "If so, then go for it. If I'm sure I'm good at the painting part." Okay, I got you. Photogenic. If I do any paint, only the magic and leave him black and white. Yeah. But I don't really have, I could color in, maybe I should just skip it. So I could paint this. I should have left more over here to do the aura. I forgot about that. I could have done an aura. It's not too late though. I could come in, I could make the, okay, well, let's think for a second. I could take the cape right here and bring it down. Bring the cape in a little bit so that I have a little bit of room to do an aura. And I have room over here for some aura. I could have this. I don't really have room over here. Looks like it's time for a Posca aura. Yeah. Dang it. Then it's gonna have to be white though. It doesn't have to be white. I do have yellow Posca, but that might be a little too much. I feel like that's gonna be, oh my god, what is on my Posca, bro? Kids were using these, I think.
Oh yeah, the kids.
Dang kids, bro. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. What about acrylic paint? I have some acrylic paint. I could do blue. I could do a blue aura. Or red. Or pink. Or white. I could do white, but I have this all white and I have this rim light. What else do I have? I've got... I know I have more Poscas than this. Got a green skull too. Check out this. Look at this green skull. This one's kind of big for the camera. I like this. Yeah, pretty cool. Almost as cool as that metallic skull I had out earlier. I love that one. If I do white, I could leave it black and white. Yo, what up? What up, Brian? Shout outs to Geek Speak Gaming right there in the chat. That is the other member of the Hive.
Oh, B. Daniel, what is up?
That's right. What is up, bro? Thanks for coming through. Yeah, I do like the black and white. But if I leave it black and white, I think I wouldn't do. I don't know. I have some acrylic ink. I have acrylic paint, but I don't have a lot of it, and I don't know where it all is, to be honest. I fell in love with gouache, and I gave everything else up. Got Hulk's skull on display. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave it black and white. But what I will do is find a smaller piece of paper. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Stepping away. And we don't splatter this boy. This man. Let's get some splatter. Oh. We splattering real quick. Okay. Cover that up. I really want all this covered. Hotel key card. Cover that up. What else do I got? Finding random little bits of paper. Oh, here we go. I got this. Yours is looking dope too, bro. I haven't said that in a bit, but it's looking fantastic. Very, very nice. Leave it and say that's enough. Sometimes you can do too much. You think the splatter would be too much? Brian also says that yours is looking dope AF. D, I agree. Said you got to hear Photogenic's frustration this weekend with the Hulk.
His frustration was pretty mild, though.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah, he's a very, he doesn't give himself enough credit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could be frustrated with a drawing like that, to be honest, so. But, you know, it's always easy to say that from the outside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so I get it. But his frustrations wasn't as, as bad as what you would think.
He wasn't cussing himself out or anything.
Only in his mind.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad. It's definitely better than how my drawing sessions usually go. Dang it, Channel Strap, why did you do that? Why would you do something so foolish? That's normally how mine go. It's just a second eye, bro. You already drew one eye. Just draw the other one. It's not that hard. That's usually what I'm saying to myself. Something along those lines. Okay. The left hand still has him irritated, he said.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, not even to say too much, but he had a situation kind of like the Max for me. You remember that situation that I had?
A bit, yeah. I remember the details. I remember you not liking it very much, but I don't exactly remember, like I said, all the specific detail.
Yeah, that's kind of where he was with it.
I really didn't notice it, though, until you pointed it out. Not with yours, with Photogenics. I noticed yours for sure. But I'm sorry.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I actually don't even remember what your issue was, so I'm just playing. But no, like I know it's probably the only thing you see when you look at your drawing, photogenic, but like I didn't even see it. You know, like it's I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's not really my opinion that matters. You know, it's your art, it's your thing, and if you want to be frustrated about it, you know, who am I to tell you not to? I kind of want to try. Oh my goodness! Oh my god! What the heck did I just do? Oh, I kind of want to try like smearing some of this white paint in the background here. I don't know though. Maybe that's good enough right there. I'm tired, Night Ninja. I'm tired of holding back, but D, I'm saying this with a heavy heart. I think you're cheesing us. No way that's your best. I know you can do better. I just know it.
Oh yeah. But the goal is complete is better than perfect.
That's right. And I mean, I think it looks great. And Brian says, I have to do a fate later, but I also got to work on that Nightwing. I would love to see a fate from you for sure. The Nightwing is, man, you've been making progress on that too, bro. Like progress. I mean, maybe I'm just used to my slow progress, but for me, it looks like you've been doing great on that. Do I want to try and smear some of this, bro? I want to try a little smeary smear. I don't know. How bold are we feeling today? How bold? How low can you go? I don't even know. I've never even tried that. What would that even look like? If I did like a...
Low? You haven't tried going low?
Oh no, I'm very familiar with that. I meant this smearing the white paint. Very comfortable with that, but maybe it's fine. Like Photogenic said, sometimes you can do too much. Photogenic, the guy I gave it to, really liked it, said they were gonna frame it, but you feel you need to do better, or they told you need to do better? Yeah. There's still just something not really freaking doing it for me. I think I have too much white right here. Friends, how many of us have them? Stack your money till it gets sky high. Said, Night Ninja says, I've officially reached Unk status. Showed my siblings the yellow, red, and white wires, and they didn't know what they were. Oh man. Dang, bro.
That had to hurt a little bit, right?
A little bit. But, you know, it's only going to get worse. I remember when, well, I'm not going to say anything. But, yeah, it only gets worse, man. Photogenic said, D, I think it looks fine, but how many times do we say you got to draw a character a few times before you get a handle on it? Probably why there are so many versions by different artists. Makes sense. Brian says, D is on his grind and he's loving these pieces and really likes this setup. Says it's working well for us. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's so cool that we could have the stuff together. You know, I wish I could do it over on my channel, but you know, it is what it is for now. And I'm glad that we have it here, you know, at least. Photogenic says he feels like he can do better. You know, we always can do better. You know, looking at this, you know, I'm like decently happy with this piece right here, but I definitely, you know, see things that could be better, and it's definitely missing some things. But what can you do? Maybe I should add. I feel like I should add some. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't though. I'm going to anyway. Just a little bit. a little bit more tone. This is really not going to make probably a huge difference, but a little more tone and just like a couple finer lines here, just to kind of, like I said, it's not really gonna make a big difference, but I think I'm still gonna do it anyway because I'm just sitting here. I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else I can do with this. Ninja, you know those TV wires? I feel like a grandpa now when I tell the Gen Alpha kids back in my day. Yeah. To make it worse, he said they've only seen CDs in movies. Ouch.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to, when I was younger, there was a point when I got a small CD player, you know, like a portable one, like it was like the size of a CD, like slightly bigger or whatever, you know. And I got it because I was like, bro, this is so dope. I can walk around listening to music in my headphones, bro. I got this portable CD player. I can stick it in my back pocket, right? And I can have these freaking wired headphones go into it and listen to my CDs. That's my CD that's got a mixtape on it that I put together on my computer, you know, and like it's got 10 songs on it, you know. I was so excited.
It sounded like you were kind of speaking about it. Remember the Zoom?
Yeah, yeah. Throwback, bro.
I sold a Zoom so I can get the iPod video.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I wasn't gonna be caught with a Zoom.
Right. Yeah, I remember when the iPod first came out. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. It can hold how many songs? It's so small. I still have my iPod, actually.
So do I.
I wonder, I might have it here in my desk. It's a little...
iPod video?
No, it's a... I don't remember what it's called, to be honest. It's an iPod... I don't know.
Shuffle?
No, it wasn't the Shuffle. Come on. No, it was one that had a camera on it. But I don't know, it was green. It's green. It is green. Still is green to this day. Because, you know, green's always been my thing. About that cash money, baby. Cash moolah, baby. Okay, I gotta stop messing with this. Let me see. Brian said, definitely takes at least 5 times drawing a character to get them the way you want consistently. Yeah, I agree. 100%. At least 5 times. And unfortunately, you know, for me, sometimes more than 5 times. And Photogenic says, I think that feeling you can do better is a good thing because if you think I've hit my apex, then you might as well just get that dirt quilt and take a long nap. Yeah, I agree. There's no end, right? There's no end for us. You know, like when we're, you know, 80 years old, there's still going to be things for us to learn with art and still going to be drawings we haven't done or paintings we haven't painted, you know, and, you know, I think it's just one of those things. It can be, you can see it as being one of the beautiful things about art, or you can see it as being one of the curses, you know, is that you're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get to that end point. Night Ninja says, when I draw something, I look back at it and say I could have done better, to use that to motivate yourself and improve your skills. That's good. That's a really good strategy. I keep all my sketchbooks and all that stuff, bro. And whenever I go back and look at it, it's like, man, that's wild. You know, that was just a year ago I was doing drawings like that. That's crazy, you know? Look at me now. Now I'm even worse or whatever, and it kind of helps you kind of, you know, get back on track. Brian said my kid had to show people how to use a CD player for a play they were in. Oh my god, bro. This is how you use a CD player. You open it and you put the CD in. With this side, the shiny side facing down. That's crazy. But I mean, you know, that's how it goes. It's only gonna get worse, like I said, for us, right? We're only gonna get more and more outdated. Said, G, if you decide to color this, go simple with the colors. Gold, blue for the tunic, and leave the background all spacey. Light yellow, or light or pale blue for the magic. Oh, man. I do want to color it, bro. Maybe I'll do digital colors on it. Because since I inked it, you know, painting over inks like this doesn't always really work super well. I mean, it does work, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll try digital colors. I haven't colored anything digital in a while. And I kind of like it. You know, again, I'm at a point where I kind of like the drawing that I've done, and I don't want to ruin it, you know. So doing it digital, I would feel less pressure. Said, yeah, go digital. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I haven't colored anything digitally in a while. That'd be fun. Photogenic says, Zunes were the shit. I still have mine and still love it. Nice. That's cool. I don't have one. I actually never had one. I know what they are, but I never actually had one. And Night Ninja, I see where they're coming from. I saw a VHS tape like 10 months ago for the first time, and it looked like ancient technology. You saw a VHS for the first time 10 months ago? Man, that hurts, bro. I used to watch when I was a kid. So, you know, kids, like every kid has like one movie or one show or whatever that they're obsessed with, right? For me, it was this movie called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You've heard of that movie?
No.
Brian's got to head out. He said, back to the grind later, bro. Hey, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for stopping by, B.
Freaking pleasure to see you, as always.
I feel like this might be one of the first, huh?
Yeah, right?
No, he's been here before, but
he's been here before. Yeah, it's cool to see you, Chad. And he said we're making him feel old. Hey, man, I'm sorry. It's going around, though. We're all feeling it. Okay, it's about that time. I'm gonna tell the story real quick, just because Night Ninja made me think about this. So Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, right, was this movie that she said Chitty Chitty was the jump off. That's what he said. Yeah, bro. Oh my god, dude, I've watched that movie so many times when I was a kid. But see, the thing, Night Ninja, is I had it on VHS. It was the only way I could watch it, right? I remember when DVDs first became, like, you know, when DVDs were new technology. And when you finish watching a VHS, it's got to rewind, bro. It's got to rewind. The whole tape has to rewind before you can watch the movie again. It's crazy to say that, isn't it? Like, I would sit there and watch the movie, and then I would have to, you know, take it out, put it in the rewinder, freaking close it. And, you know, if you didn't have a rewinder, you could rewind it in the thing, but it would take even longer. You know, eventually we got a thing that would rewind it. You know, and it'd be a little bit faster, but you had to sit there and, you know, hit the button, wait for it to finish freaking rewinding so you could watch the movie another 20 times. You know, and man, that's crazy. Be kind, rewind. Yeah, that was the worst when you would go to watch a movie and the last person who watched it didn't rewind it. Oh my god, bro. Talk about heated. I'd pop Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in, bro, and it'd be at the end, it's showing the credits. I would just, you know, it's like, you know, who did this to me, right? Who's about to get this work right now? Because I'm not happy. You know, it's the worst, bro. Oh, man, that's funny. That's a throwback. Night Ninja said, I missed this earlier. He said we should take pride because we're the last generation to know what life was like before the internet. We're the last piece of evidence left. Yeah.
I remember the internet coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I still have an AOL mail.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
bro.
cool. That's cool.
It's like the main one I use.
Nice. Photogenic said, "I'm Chinstrap mad at himself. He was the only one watching that." Yeah, it's possible. I know my parents definitely weren't watching it. They were tired of that. That's for sure. But on that note, it's about that time, bro. I probably,
Angie.
like Photogenic mentioned earlier, I probably shouldn't leave my kid outside too long. It's like 20 degrees, so I'll go get him. But man, dude, great work today. I'll go back and look at all the ballpoint sketches you did, because you did what, like 4 or 5 of those? So
I don't know. It was a few of
it was a
them
few.
when I was trying to get some of the shapes.
Yeah.
But I definitely can do better on this.
I
But
mean,
it's all right.
it looks dope. It looks fantastic, bro. That's right. I love that. And if you keep working on it, even, I don't think it's a matter of doing better necessarily. Maybe just if you finish it, then you'll probably get what you're looking for. I don't know.
You know how I am. I'll be on to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It's the last time we're going to see this drawing. No, I'm just kidding.
It'll never be seen again.
Never be seen. In the pile. But
For sure, G.
for sure, man. Hey, thank you. Thank you to everybody who came through for episode 32. This is our first day of December, where we're going to be focusing on DC characters. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss all these exciting characters that we're going to be doing. And we'll be back on Wednesday, same time, same place. I can't wait. We'll see you then, bro. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Thanks.
Talk to you
Later.
later.